Hello and welcome to WJTS in.form. In this edition, we're going to find out about the arts in Jasper. And, there's a lot of terrific shows coming up and visual arts coming up and things happening in the schools. And to tell us about that, Kit Miracle has joined us in the studio. She's the Executive Director for the Jasper Arts Commission.
Oh, thank you. It's always great to be here.
Well, Kit, it's good to have you here. Now, we just came off of a sold-out Clint Black show. That's exciting.
That reminds people that we don't always have tickets, so to get your tickets early.
So you better call or go online and check it that way.
I know. We put it out in so many different places. It's even in the utility bills, but we started advertising in June, and we sold out for his show in early September. So those people that said, "Well, I just heard about it," I'm going,
well,
where have you been?
Well, let's see if we can't get some more sold out shows.
That's
The next
right.
big show is the Texas Tenors.
Texas Tenors is really big, and you may have seen them on is it America's Got Talent, where they were one of the highest voting groups on there. But we've had a number of people who have seen them at Branson, Missouri, and they do Las Vegas. And one guy even called and said, "I just saw him on a cruise." So our tickets are really getting low. I expect to sell out for them.
Okay, and that show is coming up quickly because it's December 6th?
December 8th.
8th, okay.
Sunday, December 8th. So if you haven't got tickets, hurry up and call right now.
Okay, tell us about the Texas Tenors.
Well, they wear cowboy hats, but they don't sing cowboy music.
Okay.
Yeah, they're actually trained singers. This is our Christmas show. And they will do some standards, so they'll do some Christmas music, but they'll also be doing some really high-class classical singing. So they're just gorgeous, and it's a fabulous show. I went online to look at the videos, and it's the whole flashing lights and all the glitzy stuff. Our Christmas show is usually very, very big.
And the tickets are how much?
$35 for adults, $33 for seniors, and $30 for students and children.
And those tickets you have a few still available.
We still have about 80 tickets left, but that will go quickly.
All right, so they need to call. Probably the best thing to do, maybe, call right away.
Call right as soon as you hear this to call, because we had a lady call us from Upper Indiana. She's bringing a whole busload of people here. So, she bought her tickets, 50-something tickets, but all we need is one more person like that, and they're gone. So hurry up.
All right. Now, the next show, we're going to be waiting until February. This is the performing arts shows.
The big shows, yes.
And that is the Blues Brothers
The
Review.
Blues Brothers Review.
Blues Brothers Review. It's hard to say
Yes.
that. Yes.
And if you saw our float in the Strassenfest parade,
You know
it
what?
was
I'm
the
gonna stop
Blues
you right here.
Brothers
You
theme.
guys have done your float was really great.
It
And
was.
someplace else, where was it that I saw? You had an event somewhere. I think you had a booth set up.
Oh.
And you guys really have done a good job.
We go to the Ferdinand Folk Festival,
That's what it was.
and the staff. I have such a great staff because they just cover everything. If somebody has a festival, we'll probably show up. Yeah.
Well, let me say the parade, the Strassenfest float. Although that was a long time ago,
It was.
awesome. Okay, now let's talk about the Blues Brothers.
Well, if you saw the movie, and I didn't see the play, but I've seen the movie several times, and it's blues, gospel, but John Belushi was in it, and Dan Aykroyd was in it. It was really lively. So this is based on the songs that were in there, and you'll know all of these songs. They were really great. So it's a big band behind it and the whole thing. It'll be a lot of fun singing, dancing, live music.
So it's kind of like a play, but not really.
Well, yeah.
Like a musical, but not really. Is
Right.
that the right way to say it?
Right. It's based on the play and the movie, but it's mostly just the music.
It's like a concert.
Right.
Like a concert musical.
Right, and it's official. The widow of John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd and Paul Schaefer actually own the rights to this. So this is the officially sanctioned one. And I've had people say, "Well, is John Belushi going to be in there?" I go, "No, he's dead now."
Yeah, maybe
And Dan
in spirit.
Aykroyd is a little older than 20 years ago. When it first came out. But it's really exciting.
Okay, and that show is February 6th, and tickets are going fast for that as well.
We do, yeah. People are already buying those tickets up. That'll be a hot show.
Okay, because remember, there are folks that buy season tickets, so they've
Right.
already got their tickets to the
That's
show.
right.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
But there are individual tickets, and those are the ones that you're selling now.
That's right. And we've been trying to do that show here for several years, and it was way, way, way expensive. So we kind of got the price down to where we can afford it.
All right, so you'll be able to see it and
Yes.
get your tickets now by calling the Arts Center.
482-3070.
482-3070. Okay, now let's talk about visual arts.
Visual arts, currently we have Nancy Nichols-Pettick, who is a professor at Indiana State, and she has some oil paintings and collages there, and we've already had the first Thursday for her, but the exhibit is still up through the 27th, so it's a great time to come out and see some different art. Every month we have something different, and I had a guy come last time looking for the photography exhibit, and we'd already taken it down. If you miss it, it's gone, and something else is up. So next month in December, we have our Visual Arts Committee, and people may not realize that most of our performances and lineups for education and the arts are chosen by committees. I don't get to decide it all by myself. I wish sometimes, So the Visual Arts Committee is comprised of other artists, art teachers, gallery owners, people who are just really involved in the visual arts, and they make that decision. So since several of them are artists themselves, they exhibit.
Okay, and that will be going then all of December.
In December, it's just through the 20th, because December, around the holidays, it gets kind of slow. So.
Okay, and then there's a special event to volunteer?
There is a reception for that, and it's not on our usual first Thursday. It's on Friday, and that's combined with also a thank you for all of our volunteers, and we have approximately 300 volunteers who help us throughout the year. So it's a nice evening, and we have Swallowtail for our entertainment. It's free. It's open to the public. There are refreshments, and it's just nice to come out and visit and see the artwork, although the artwork will be up most of the month, but it's just a nice evening.
So that event is Friday, December 6th. Now, the Otanabam days in Jasper are the 7th and 8th, the next few days, and there you have an artist studio sale.
An artist studio sale is where artists clean out their studios and bring out all of the good stuff that they just kind of want to move on, and it's a time to get some great deals. So instead of having it out at the Arts Center, we have it at the train depot, and it's very convenient for the people that are coming to O Tannenbaum Days, so they can just come on down. Many of them are parking. I'm not sure if they're still doing the horse and carriage rides this year, but that's often where one of the stops. And we usually have refreshments and music, and sometimes we'll have an activity for the children. I shop there a lot. I've gotten jewelry and a lot of pottery, and these are great Christmas gifts for people, and they're all original and handmade by local artists.
And right there at the train depot. And they're local artists, you said?
That's correct.
All right, now let's talk about the gallery, the Crimp Gallery. When are the hours? And there is really no admission, but there is a place you can make a donation.
It's free for everybody. The hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 until 5, and we're open late on Thursdays until 7, and Sunday afternoons, noon until 3. We are closed on Saturday, and that's mostly a staffing issue. So.
Yeah. Part of the visual arts is you offer classes, opportunities for people to expand their horizons.
Right.
Fall classes, I guess, are ending, but you're going to get ready for winter.
We are. We're already looking at things to offer, and this would be February and March, and we usually have clay classes. We'll probably have a painting class. We have classes for adults and for children. Most of the classes are held at our satellite art space, although some of the classes, especially the ones for children's music, are held at the Art Center.
Okay, and then you have a senior outreach.
Senior outreach is something we started last year, and that is where we take a performing artist out into our senior resident homes in Jasper. And we realize that many of our seniors can't get out and come to us any longer. So we take an artist there. So this month we have Alejandra Clawwitter, who is a fabulous musician, a guitar player, and I think she plays a couple of other instruments, maybe a mandolin or something. And she is from Mexico, but she has married and is living here and still does her music. She's entertained for several of our First Thursdays. And last year, I think she was entertaining at the Artist Studios, at the Visual Arts reception. And she's just marvelous. And she sings as well. So she's such a fun person. It's really nice. So she will be at all of the area senior resident homes next week on the Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay, and so that's you're reaching out to the seniors, but you're also then another prong of the Jasper Arts is you go into the schools.
Yes, we have an extensive school education program, and we have Ken Waldman. He bills himself as the Alaskan fiddling poet. So he's a musician, but he's also very big into writing, and he writes poetry, but he helps children and adults. He teaches from kindergarten on up through adults poetry, and they'll do some fun activities. So he's going to be all day at the school, at Fifth Street School, and the children will have one entire event for everybody, but then they will have a lot of in-class programs. And I think the night before he's appearing at the Jasper Library and doing some things there. So that's a good way for grown-ups to check him out, even though he'll be doing the education program in the schools the next day.
That sounds really neat. Now, you also still do the themed birthday parties. We haven't talked about that for a while, or I guess themed parties in general. How's that going?
We're booked almost every weekend we have available. It's very difficult sometimes at certain times of the year because we have our performances or other rentals. But it's a great idea. The kids they can have a glamour party where they get the hair and makeup. We have an art party where they have crafts. Or we have a dance party where we turn our dance studio downstairs into a discotheque with the lights and flashing lights, and it's dark and fun and lots of dance music. And it depends on the age group of kind of what the activities are and what the music is. So
it could be a birthday party, or it could just be a party for kids.
Most of them are birthday parties, and it's a great way to have a party for your kids. And we do the decorating, we provide the entertainment, and we clean up the mess. I mean, how much easier is that?
And if you want to book one of those parties, although there's only certain dates
there are, and I would suggest if you are interested that you call early, because those dates get filled up very quickly, a couple months in advance.
So you might want to be thinking even into next year. If
definitely.
To start calling for those.
Yes.
And here we are getting into the holiday season, quicker than all of us want to get there, but the holiday season is really here. Can people buy gift certificates to these shows? Can they do that?
We sell gift certificates, and a gift certificate for any denomination can be used for anything, any of our programs. It can be used for classes, it can be used towards tickets. They never expire, so if you give your parents $50 or $100 for a gift certificate, they could use it on next year's season tickets. Or if somebody wants to take classes, they can be applied to that. It does not apply for any of our rental events, but only for our events.
And so it could be any dollar amount, even
any
though
dollar
like
amount.
A ticket to see the Texas Tenors is $35. You could still give a gift certificate for $30. You could give a gift certificate for $50, and they would have something they could carry to an art class.
Oh, that's it. And they can also buy the tickets themselves, but a gift certificate can be applied to anything.
And to buy that, can they do that online, or that's something you'll need to come into the office?
They need to give us a call.
Okay.
I mean, we can do it all over the phone.
Okay. All right, Kit, thank you very much for coming in.
Well, thanks for having me again.
I'll tell you, the arts are really booming in Jasper, and it's in part to the work that Kit does and your committees and your staff, and what a great cultural enhancement or advantage that Jasper has.
It is.
And really Du Bois County as a whole to any other area.
It is. It's right in your own hometown.
All right, thank you, Kit, for coming in, and thank you for watching WJTS Inform. We are local people watching local people.